Cadbury eggs, as someone suggested we do not have here. I almost bought some today.
Listen, I like those all right, but too sweet. Too much.
I loved them whenever I was a kid. I was like, oh my God, it's Easter Cadbury eggs.
How did you eat your Cadbury eggs? Did you have a method? I sure did.
Ooh. So you can't just wallop that thing in your mouth. Your teeth will rot out instantly. But I always felt weird doing the eat the top off and then licking the cream out of the center. It
Right.
felt really wrong. So
I always just bit the top off and then rolled my tongue up like this. And then sucked it through my tongue like a straw.
that's gonna take talent. Maybe we should have bought some today so you can demonstrate.
This was a missed opportunity, I now realize.
Dang it.
But that's what I tend to do with them. I guess speaking of which, you guys keep the questions and the comments coming in, and we're going to jump into trying the Peeps, which is going to be threefold. We have regular Peeps. I'm trying really hard not to call them Pops. Before we were shooting, I kept calling them Pops, and Hannah was like, quit calling them Pops. You're going to say it on the video. And I feel like I am going to go back to edit the footage for this to put on our Clips channel, which you should also go subscribe to. Link below. I feel like I'm going to go edit it and find myself saying it 20 times. But we've got regular Peeps, not Pops. We got some with some chocolate. Peeps Delights, marshmallow dipped in decadent milk chocolate. And then we have some Peeps lemonade. But we're going to do that last to wash it down. Hannah, while I divvy up these Peeps, you can go ahead and start preparing said lemonade.
The lemonade. You can make Peeps. So maybe we need to make some pop-shaped Peeps.
Pop-shaped Peeps. That's really hard to wrap your head around, to be honest.
Pop Peeps.
Well, you know what? Hannah's upbringing included a lot more making foods and cooking weird stuff than my upbringing did. We had pretty straightforward cafeteria food in my household because we were all boys and we were all large. But I'm saying this to say, Hannah, did you make Peeps growing up? Is that why you know this?
No. Honestly, we had a heck of a time today trying to find some Peeps
Oh, so that's
for
what
the live show, and I was like, maybe we just need to make them.
that's what made you think about it. Is
Yes.
that we did have such a hard time finding Peeps. Now, basically, I remember last year. I feel like I heard it on a late night show or something. Someone threw out a joke about the Peeps factory shutting down, which I thought was wild. But apparently last year there was a pretty serious shortage of Peeps, which makes me want to do what we're about to do all the more, because I have no understanding of Peeps and what's going on with them. I guess if I were to assume just from what has entered into my brain in the last 10 years seeing them in stores, they're pretty much an Easter candy, right?
Yeah, I always thought they were just at Easter.
Well, it turns out they make them for about all holidays. It's a very seasonal kind of candy. And for whatever reason, because of COVID and other things, they basically haven't been making them at all for the last year, except for Easter, to meet Easter demand. And this is what we read in some articles and stuff before we went live today, because we knew we were going to do this. We thought that was crazy, because this does not look appetizing to me. I'm just going to be honest with you. This doesn't do anything for me. This does nothing. And honestly, I just touched one with my thumb. Come here and touch this.
I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't like them.
The texture, it's not even texture like a marshmallow. Here, you get a whole tray.
I'm just going to eat them all.
Yeah. They don't do anything for me. Comment below before we try them out. Let us know if you like Peeps at all, if you're into them whatsoever, if you have a better way to eat them, because I feel like I'm going to try this and I'm just going to be pretty against them. Personally, that's how I feel. Did you just smell the
I
mix?
couldn't help but smell it.
Yeah, well,
It's
give me
got
a
a
whiff.
very interesting smell.
I'm about to smell the marshmallow lemonade mix. That's awful.
It's
it
really
smells like a
bad.
protein shake.
It smells really weird.
It smells like a workout protein shake.
It does, but it is not healthy. I can promise you.
Here, let's get the top-down camera on while you do this, and let's watch it disseminate.
All right.
Disintegrate? Disseminate's not really a proper word for that.
Disintegrate. Bloop.
How many do you need to put in there?
3.
Okay.
I'm making a half batch because I do not need a whole pitcher of this. No, thank you.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to like it. I'm afraid it's going to taste like a protein shake. That's all it smells like. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I just need to shove a few in my mouth. I can't eat them too much sugar. That's probably going to be my problem too. Hannah and I always have this differing thing with candy growing up. I've never been much for candy. I'm barely much for sweets I like drinking sweet things, really. I mean, lemonade, and I'll stay drinking that more than I will eating candy.
We've got some mixed opinions on the Peeps.
Does
Some
anyone
people
just
are
love them? Does anyone just like have to have them? Like, does Easter roll around and you got to go get Peeps and it's like a treat for the year?
Apparently everyone in Phoenix feels that way because there were no Peeps to be had.
We stopped at 6. Listen, here's actually what happened. Here's the real story about what happened. And watch tomorrow's episode, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But we were out doing our normal Sunday routine. It's kind of the day we take off, so we can do this later in the day, but we also go do groceries and all that stuff. So about halfway through our trip about town, I think someone texted. No, we stopped at one of our favorite game stores, and it was not opening until an hour later than normal because Easter. And I was like, holy crap, it's Easter. I had no idea. Actually, we had a kind of different idea for today's live show, but we realized, well, we need to have an Easter celebration. And so Hannah went, Peeps. And I went, okay, let's go get Peeps. And then we went to Walmart, and there were no Peeps. And then we went to the dollar store, and there were no Peeps. And then we went everywhere else.
And Target is just closed today.
Target's closed on Sunday, or on Easter. Had no idea. And finally, we stopped at a Walgreens on the way home.
It was like a last-ditch effort. We were just like, Walgreens has candy. Let's see.
Yeah, so we got lucky and found some. And then it's a good thing we did, because I've honestly never tried them. I have never in my life tried them. So let's talk about that before I actually try it. I've been just kind of looking at it, dreading it. But I was able to avoid them because no one in my family like expressly loved them.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier, it kind of seemed like a C-tier candy. It just seemed like, I don't know, like, you know, your grandmother handed you the butterscotch candy in the church pew when you were a kid in church, at least mine did. And that was never candy that I would just say no to. But it was definitely not candy that I ever saw at Walmart or at a candy store. I was like, gotta buy those. That's how I felt about it.
I mean, I like the butterscotch candy, though, so I feel a little, I'm like, well, I would definitely choose the butterscotch before I would ever choose a Peep.
Right. Well, go ahead.
Since you've never had a Peep, though, you've never put one in the microwave.
No, is that really a thing?
It is.
I couldn't tell. A lot of people commented that on this video before it went live. Some people said it on the Discord, and I didn't know if that was a thing people actually did or if that was like a aluminum foil in the microwave trick where someone was trying to make me blow my house up or destroy my microwave.
The aluminum foil trick you definitely should not do, though.
Listen, this is a PSA Tendo Show public announcement. Don't ever put anything in the microwave that someone on the internet tells you to.
It's probably a good plan.
The end. Don't ever do it. But that's it. So tell us your childhood perception of Peeps, and then we're gonna down them.
I wanted to like Peeps as a kid. You know, you get things that are specifically for holidays, and you're like, it's time for this candy. Let's enjoy it. And so I would always get it for Christmas, for Easter.
Right.
And I'd put one in my mouth, and I would go, this is fine.
Well, see, you really like candy corn.
I do.
I feel kind of how you're saying that about corn. Like when Halloween comes around, when fall comes around, I'll eat some candy corn, but I don't think about it for the rest of the year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do though. I actually genuinely enjoy candy corn.
Right. Well, I want to look at this one more time before we eat it. Are those little eyeballs, are those supposed to be chocolate?
That's a great question. I've never considered that ever.
All right, well, there's just sugar on the outside. All right, let's just do it.
Yes.
Are you ready?
It's colored sugar. All right.
Well,
how are you going to do this?
We're
What's
both
your
throwing
method?
the whole thing in.
The whole thing? Oh, God. Okay.
All right, you ready?
All right. 3,
2,
1. Oh.
That's awful.
Oh. No. The marshmallow is fine. It's just
The coating.
It's so gross.
Listen, that's literally a marshmallow. They've probably cooked it a little bit, just like not even cooked, just slightly above ambient temperature.
Poached it.
Yeah, so that the exterior of it, because the inside's a marshmallow. You peel that outside off, you can make s'mores with that. It's a marshmallow. But that outside is like a poached surface. It's just like slightly warmed, and then it's just got sugar on it.
But the sugar has a weird flavor to it. Like, toward the end, I was getting, like, pepperminty flavor. I didn't understand.
Well, I don't know. You guys will have to comment below, too, and let us know if you know better. But, like, are the different colored ones taste the same, right?
I would imagine.
I bet there's some weird flavored ones though.
They might be flavored differently. In like, you have like your purple ones are grape and your blue ones are, I don't know. I obviously haven't been seeking out Peeps because I don't love them.
Yeah, I mean, so I bet the chocolate makes it better, but I don't think that's going to be enough to make it better. Go ahead.
Dream64 said Peeps are the Arby's of candy.
I can live with that.
I can get behind that.
They're really not great.
They're really bad.
One more little tidbit before we eat the one with chocolate. This is looking better. The chocolate on this is very rigid.
Yeah. Chocolate smells good.
One of the last things I did before I left home, and then Hannah and I met when I was away at school, I worked at this church. I basically led music for the youth services and stuff. It was a good time. But the gentleman who was the youth pastor there just started telling me one day that his brother, I don't quote me here because it was such a long time ago, but I recall him saying he like ran the Peeps factory.
Really?
But it not ran it. He was real high up at it. That's what he did. And he would just randomly tell me tidbits that his brother told him. And this was back in the day before they did a lot of this. You can get Peeps cereal now. You can get Peeps flavored this and all this crazy other advertising. Now we're definitely living in a modern age where most candies and flavored things have this merchandise all over the place.
Yeah.
But this was before that, so he would always tell me, oh, they're doing Peeps something or other this year. And I would always think, oh, that's kind of some crazy stuff. But I don't have an in at the Peep Factory. If it were 10 years ago, I might.
He would have. Well, we have an inn at the Peep Factory here.
Really?
Where did he go? Oh, Sexy Blue says, I'm from the town where they're made.
Oh.
He says that everyone just eats them stale here. Why would you eat them stale?
That's it. You're going to have to elaborate on that. I don't
sounds
understand.
Gross.
Okay, well, are you ready for the chocolate one?
No, because Jamie said the chocolate-covered ones are worse. I'm scared.
I bet you. Listen, well, this is the thing. You would expect, oh, it's going to be some Hershey-covered Peeps or something. It's some nondescript, generic chocolate. So it is. It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. Let's just do it. Are we going to chomp the whole thing or are we going to down it?
I mean, I guess just hork it back,
It's probably going to be way too much. All right, do it. Go. That's awful.
This is better.
It's just sugar.
I'm just tasting the chocolate. I put the chocolate on my tongue.
It legit feels like I just took a teaspoon of sugar in my mouth.
My teeth are sensitive. They are shaking right now. That's some Peep talk there.
That chocolate was dry. Oh my God.
It was dry.
I've almost tripped on this chair 5 times. This was bad.
I have so much chocolate on my teeth that is like stuck that I want something to drink, and all we have is Peep flavored lemonade. I'm so sad. Oh God,
I was gonna say, if you want to go brush your teeth, I'll fill the air for a minute. Did you mix the lemonade yet?
I don't know how if it like settles or something, so we might need to jostle it a bit again.
All right, well,
but
I'm gonna pour you a baby cup, and I'm gonna pour me a Peep cup.
which one did you like better, the chocolate or the regular?
Neither.
Neither.
I mean, listen, the chocolate one was worse, but that doesn't mean the other one was better. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do understand.
This is
Ivan says he enjoys Peeps.
Ivan. My man Ivan?
Ivan, we need to talk.
I mean, if you're into that kind of thing, it's cool. What do you like about them, though? I poured way too much.
I don't know.
All right, give it another sniff test. Listen, before we drink it, I don't think this is just something you all can go buy or order real easy. This came packed in this Peeps cup with the Peep on it. And it says Peeps marshmallow flavored lemonade mix, and it's in the most generic bag possible, and the label is a sticker, an added on sticker. So there's so much about this that is just wrong.
Ooh, 90s with GSD said next time you're going camping, you should make some s'mores with Peeps.
I bet they might be tolerable then, but be honest with me, do they taste like anything other than marshmallows when you do that?
I mean, that's what I would hope. I would just want them to be like crunchy. My brain, whenever we first got them, was like, I want this to be textured marshmallow. So
Okay.
that whenever I bite into it, it's a little sweeter and you get that little extra crunch. But there's a weird flavor going on with it, and I don't know why.
I would posit that anybody that really loves that it's a texture thing.
Yeah.
You know how some things you like to eat just because you like the texture more, a little bit more than you like the taste? That's
Yeah.
gotta be what it is. Did Ivan say why he likes them?
He has not yet.
Ivan!
People are roasting him in the chat, though. It's really just Niagara Joe.
Is Ivan the only one that's popped up and been like, I love Peeps?
No, JRPG Life says him and Elisa both like Peeps.
That's good.
Which, okay, I guess. Again, we need to chat.
I'm really, really dreading this. It
I am
smells.
too.
Do you know what, like, the drink powder mixes for workout supplements taste like?
Yes.
Do you know what they smell like? This is what it smells like.
Well, that stuff smells like candy. It's weird.
It looks like that stuff too. All right, we just gotta do this. I'm gonna hate every minute of this.
Okay, Ivan has responded.
Okay.
I'm stalling for us. Ivan said, I'm not sure. My grandma used to give them to me as a kid. Perhaps it's a memory thing.
Oh yeah, well that's like
Fair.
That's like me and a thin crust Domino's pizza.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's absolute garbage.
It tastes like cardboard.
It's literally a piece of cardboard with sausage on top of it, but I eat one a week
Yeah.
because of the nostalgia of it. I know exactly what you're talking about. I feel you right here, brother. Let's just do this. I
right.
gotta stop thinking about it. Are you ready? Are we chugging? Are we sipping?
I'm gonna sip. I don't know if I can do a whole chug of this. All right.
I need to move back in case I spit on my video game.
Don't spit on the video games. They'll be peeped.
Oh, words cannot express how much I don't want to do this.
Everybody keeps talking about the Reese's peanut butter eggs at Easter time. Those are the most superior Reese's, in my opinion.
When we were at the Hershey store, they had those for sale, and they were not advertised towards the holidays. They're not
Really?
holidayized. You can just buy them there year round because they're the best.
They are. The
Pro tip: if
portion-
you're in Vegas, any time of the year, go buy yourself some eggs. Let's do this. Are we
Peep
chugging?
Teen
Or,
Shake.
huh?
Somebody Bobby F. Brown, or Bobby F. J. Town says Peep Teen Shakes.
Chug it. Chug as much as you can.
Okay. It needs more powder.
Like it needs more mix.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like
No. Here.
watered down.
I don't know. I don't think it is. It doesn't taste like it needs more powder. It tastes sour enough to be lemonade.
Yeah.
But there's an aftertaste of creaminess that is so faint. It just tastes bad. It tastes like some super cheap dollar mix from the dollar store. Do not recommend, do not go buy that if you ever see it on the shelf, walk the other way.
Yeah, no.